Hey everybody, this is Jennifer from Metatron speaking. I have a crystal grid that I want to activate and talk about with all of you. So this crystal grid is for dolphin energy. It's I'm not even sure what to call them yet. That's how new this information is to me. I know some of the dolphins are called golden dolphins. They don't actually look gold. They actually appear like a light yellow, really beautiful, beautiful light yellow color, kind of similar to this golden quartz. And then there are also like a light pink color dolphins, which are probably more pink than this. This is a rose quartz, a little more pink than that, but not too dissimilar. Um, he's showing me other ones. Okay, so there's all these different dolphins that come in all these different colors. I'm just going to call them galactic dolphins for now because I don't have another term for them yet. Um, so these dolphin energies are ancient, they are originally galactic in nature. Um, I didn't want to bring this grid or these dolphins even forward to all of you yet because I don't have much information on them. I know very little about them right now. And, you know, my ego mind wants to have some level of understanding before um, presenting them to you. But that really is just my ego trying to slow me down because I work with Metatron. Metatron is my gatekeeper. He's the head archangel. He's all love. Anything that he presents to me to do is done with the best intentions of everyone involved for the highest good. And so I don't really need to understand everything he presents to me because I know his judgment is behind it. If I was working with a brand new guide, then yeah, if I wasn't I should say it like this. If I wasn't working with Metatron and I was working with another guide that I didn't know well, then yeah, you do want to know exactly what's going on before you start doing things. But because Metatron is my head guide, I know that this is what is best right now for the collective. So there have been darker energies present for at least 3 or 4 days now at this point. Um, Metatron is not showing me the details of what's going on because it's basically none of our business. This is something that there's always this ebb and flow, light energy, dark energy, light energy, dark energy. There's always ebbs and flows. And so right now, there are energies that are coming forward. And what I've been seeing about them is that they are interfering with electronics. They are turning off a lot of electronics, is what I've seen, because they're taking the power from that to fuel themselves. Um, the energies feel demonic in nature, even though it's galactic in origin. So if you're not being conscious, or if you're already kind of tired and off balance, you can easily get consumed by this energy and make choices that are of a lower vibration. This can affect people to make them um, just meaner, less compassionate, um, kind of just, the worst reactions of society or each person, right? And so Metatron's asked me to bring forward two different sets of energies. So this is one of them. So this is the dolphin energy. And so what I've seen of these dolphins, I know I have a yellow or golden one that stepped forward, and it's a male, and he's calling himself Nigh, Nigh. And then there's a female that I haven't spoken to yet, but I can see her, and she's that light pink color, and her name is Mona. And I know that they carry something called crystalline energy. Um, I know that they're from the seventh dimension. I know that they have a lot of like rainbow colors that I can see around them. So they carry energies that are very similar to like unicorn or Pegasus energy. So that is probably the extent of what I know so far. This is why you see a lot of rainbow colors on this grid. I kind of started off with like the more golden colors for the golden dolphins, and we're expanding out into more rainbow colors to kind of capture all of those different energies that I want to bring forward. I'm going to spray this grid right now. I'm going to use this one is it says Unicorn Unity Spray, but it also says Seventh Dimension Connection Spray. And so I'm going to spray this because I'm calling in seventh dimensional energies right now to support us. And these dolphins, they're showing me right now. I don't know which colors. Okay, golden dolphins were present on Lemuria, is what they're saying. Golden dolphins were present on Lemuria. The pink ones were present on Atlantis. Both Lemuria and Atlantis are areas that were rich with that crystalline energy. It's an energy. Okay, we're just channeling right now, apparently. It's an energy, it's a divine feminine energy. It's an energy of cooperation, partnership, compassion. Um, this energy is present in certain gemstones, like Lemurian quartz has crystalline knowledge coded to it. This is an energy that is sent to Earth regularly through the sun. It is they're showing me a latitude line across the Earth. So this is going to Cancer. I think it's called like Tropic of Cancer. The Cancer latitude line. It goes through the Pacific Ocean where Lemuria once was. It goes through the Gulf of Mexico, where very close to where I live. I live in Texas, close-ish to the coast. Um, it impacts the Arkansas quartz. If you've ever purchased an Arkansas quartz, they are very powerful. Those have crystalline energies in them. Um, the Mayan civilization on the opposite side of this latitude line. So the latitude line, you don't have to cross exactly through that line for these crystalline energies to have been absorbed into the earth there. It is quite a bit above and quite a bit below that latitude line. So below that latitude line is where the Mayan civilization was located. So they had access to crystalline energies. If you keep going east, it goes through Africa, it goes through Libya. Um, if you ever have Libyan desert glass, it's like this light yellow color, very close to what these dolphins look like. Libyan desert glass has crystalline energies in it. It goes through, this latitude line goes through Egypt. They had access to crystalline energies. It goes through the Himalayan mountains. You get Himalayan quartz, these have crystalline energies. Goes through Myanmar, the finest ruby and the finest spinel is from Myanmar, which used to be known as Burma. Burmese ruby, Burmese spinel. They are the um, finest stones you can have of the finest spinel and the finest ruby is in that location, and that's from the crystalline energies. Okay. Um, so these dolphins carry that energy, and they want me to kind of. This is interesting. Normally, when I do a grid, they want the energy from the grid to go out, right? It's like whatever energy is here is projected out into the rest of the world. But they're showing me this is going to do the opposite. This is like, uh, this is an area where this energy can be absorbed so it can go down into the ground. And this should be actually pretty easy because I'm within the range of that latitude line already. All right, let's use Amanda Ellis's Cosmos element, expand. We're going to have to expand our minds more this year. 2024 is about being surprised, finding out information that you didn't know about previously, that you hadn't considered. There are so many energies that we have no knowledge of, not even just like as individuals, because obviously it's hard to know about everything, but as a species, as humanity as a group, we are so clueless about all of these powerful ancient energies that could really help us, really, really benefit our planet. So this is one of those energies that I don't know, they weren't on my radar at all. The only reason I've even had dolphins at all part of my awareness is because when Ra was teaching me light codes, he told me that I can do light codes from Ra. I can do light codes from the Whale Collective. I can do light codes from the Pleiadians. And he told me I can do them from the dolphins. Well, guess what? I haven't done, I haven't been doing the dolphin ones at all yet. And now I understand why. He was just putting it on my radar. And now he's starting to give me more information. And this is really typical with guides when they're trying to bring you this really large set of new information. They know they can't just dump it all on you at once, at least not if you're like me. They'll give it to you however you need to get it. For me, they're weaning me into it because they understand how resistant my ego is. Because you give me information about these dolphins, I'm like, yeah, 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 dolphins, that's cool, that's cute, dolphins. Because I don't know any better. Because I'm still very unconscious in that area. As they start bringing more information forward and they start showing me that these energies carry great value and that they've been in a lot of different locations throughout our history that we are aware of. Think of all the places they've been that we're not even aware of because it's too far away from this galaxy for us to have understanding, for us to have a reference point. I know this crystalline energy is present in planets from the Andromedan galaxy. I know that it's present in certain, trying to channel it again. Crystalline energy is present in certain planets in this solar system or galaxy. Um, they're showing me Sirius B, the water planet, which makes sense. They had dolphins there. Metatron, they, I know for a fact I've seen gray dolphins on Sirius B, but he's telling me white. There were white dolphins there too. And these ones carried the crystalline energy. Interesting. So Sirius B, the water planet. Um, there's a Lyran planet that I don't know the name of yet that has white lions, and that planet carries crystalline energies. The Orion planet, however you say it, I say Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse. That planet had dolphins too. I'm not sure what color. Yeah, it's actually coming in like a purple color, kind of like this grid that I have, but lighter. It's like a very faint, they're very pastel colored dolphins. And I know there are other places too. It's not coming to my mind at the moment. That's okay. And then they would have also been part of the galactic ocean realm, which is a space in the cosmos that is in, let me think about this. It is the ninth and 10th dimension is where the galactic ocean realm overlaps. And in that space, there are whales, dolphins, what look like sea turtles, jellyfish, starfish, seahorses that they call sea dragons. So there's all these different ancient energies there that have been present and across all these different planets. And it kind of explains why I keep seeing planets with oceans. I don't know why I'm surprised every time, but a lot of planets have oceans. And it makes sense because they need to house these energies that are vital to that planet. Last Amanda Ellis spray, water element flow. So of course, we need a little flow energy. Probably not necessarily water, since these are. Oh, so this is interesting. So now they're getting me to think about this. So this dolphin energy is present in the higher dimensions where there are no bodies, even though it's visually you can see bodies there. It's just they're not physical. So that's ninth and 10th dimension. In the seventh dimension, it's anchored into the physical reality, is what they're saying. Okay. And then on all these other planets that you can incarnate on, they are present. Well, I guess you can't incarnate on Lemuria or Atlantis anymore, but the Orion planet that I listed and the other ones. Okay. So I'm not sure how to do this. Do you want me to do like, I'm just trying to figure out how he wants me to do this. Okay. I'm going to, this feels more comfortable with my right hand, even though my left hand is kind of my power hand. I'm going to spiral this out, go off camera and spiral it up. Okay. And I'm going to ask the galactic dolphins or the crystalline dolphins. That's what they're saying. Okay. Now we have a name for them, crystalline dolphins. I'm going to ask them to let this pull down the energies and have those spiral down into earth and spread out. Okay. You just, okay, there we go. Okay. It's kind of interesting. I made a spiral above this and a spiral below this to pull down energies, but the way the energy feels as it comes down is more like a waterfall. It feels like it's just flowing straight down, and then it feels like it's spreading out as it comes down. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Um So, crystalline energy, it's a divine feminine energy. It's definitely not the only energy that Earth needs. There are also divine masculine energies that need to be brought in. But right now, until the divine feminine energy balances out a lot more, you're going to continue to see guides and channelers and everyone else trying to bring forward divine feminine, trying to support that because it's completely decimated on this planet. And so we have to rebuild healthy, divine, feminine energies first. So those are magic, intuition, compassion, nurturing. So we have to get back into that tender, loving, consciously aware energy. We have to tap into that to tip the scales. And then once that is healthier on this planet, you'll see work being done to bring in divine masculine energy in order to transmute kind of the toxic masculinity or the stunted masculinity, depending on who it is where you are, to fix those and start bringing forward healthy masculine energy for everyone, whether you're male or female. And that looks like um, confidence, goal oriented, action oriented, um, willing to undergo destruction in order to meet higher goals. So it's more of a like a willing to transform, willing to destroy old patterns. But first, we're in such a bad state as a planet, as a human race, that we really just need to bring in love and compassion, nurturing and intuition. We need to quit relying on what everyone else is telling us to do and to think and to feel. And we need to learn how to tap into ourselves, how to trust what we feel. So that's the first step to getting there. And then we'll start layering on, you know, higher level energies that are divine feminine, higher level energies that are divine masculine. But we got to get the base level fixed first. Okay. So this grid, I'm going to have a picture placed on our website. If you are interested in calling in crystalline, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, dolphins as your guides or as a collective, you can use this grid to to kind of summon or call in those energies. So you can literally just pull up the grid and you can tell the universe either out loud or in your mind, I'm ready to connect more with the crystalline dolphins. And depending on where you are in your journey, your guides will and your higher self will determine what's most appropriate for you and start to bring that forward. You can use these guides to bring their energy into situations that need more compassion, more light, into situations that need, they're showing me, I'll tell you what they're showing me to try to explain it. They're almost showing me like when lower vibrational energies start to accumulate and start to kind of create a blockage, they're showing me that these guys kind of plow through, kind of push through. Interesting. Flow. Oh, okay. Yes. Hello. I was like, they kept showing me the dolphins almost like they're traveling through arteries, like arteries in your heart, arteries in your body. Um, Not arteries in your heart, arteries coming from your heart. But they're showing me that they help move along stagnant energies that aren't good energies in order to bring in their rainbow light. Okay, this makes lots of sense. So, two things. They're being brought in right now because these darker energies are kind of, um, they create stagnation. They, um, they like to aggregate together. They like to create blockages. They like to stop movement. This is interesting. So, we're bringing in flow. We're bringing in these dolphins to like push through and destroy these blockages and bring in their light instead. What was the other thing they told me? Oh, they were showing me the earth and they were saying the earth is just like your physical body. There's a heart to the physical earth. There are arteries in the physical earth. These dolphins, their energy is going to be traveling through the arteries and the veins. Oh man, this makes so much sense. They're traveling through the arteries and the veins of the planet in order to clear these like blood clots, basically, in order to clear these blockages, in order to bring this light energy in. Man, this is really cool. So they're showing me the earth just like it's a person, basically. Um, it's just gonna make her so healthy. This is really cool. Okay. Fascinating. So you can call in these dolphins, call these in for yourself. I'm gonna call them in for me actually right now. And if you want to do this right now with me, go ahead and just acknowledge right now. You can just acknowledge in your mind or out loud whether or not you would like to invite this dolphin energy into your physical and energetic body. So I'm gonna, let's go ahead and try this. So for anyone who's willing and myself, I'd like to call in now crystalline dolphin energy to enter our energetic bodies to clear any blockages, any stagnant energy, for them to gently push through the places in our energy that do not have flow and to leave a trail of that rainbow energy in its place to transmute what is creating the blockage. Okay, I'm already starting to feel this. Transmute what is creating the blockage and move the energy in the way that it is meant to. And please do this with our energetic bodies. There's something in my heart being moved. It's big enough that it's going to take it a while to push it through, but that's okay. Once this is done with our energetic bodies, this will also manifest into your physical body. So if you're somebody that has trouble with circulation, um, I've actually, it's funny, all of a sudden the last week or two, I've had problems with, um, like all of a sudden, like one of my fingers or something will feel numb, which is really strange for me. And so I just figured there was maybe something pinching in my shoulders. But there's something there that doesn't belong there. So I'm going to ask the crystalline dolphins work on our energetic bodies so that it will manifest to our physical bodies. The energy body, um, how long do you think? 48 hours for it to fully manifest into your physical body. Excuse me, your energetic body. Your physical body, it takes time in this dimension and the third dimension to go from an energetic resolution to a physical resolution. So let me just tune into how long. No way. This could be a year, depending on the problem. This could be a year. But you know what? If you have like, yeah, he's validating. If you have like buildup in your arteries or something that you shouldn't be having because it's going to end up giving you a stroke or a heart attack or a blood clot or something horrible, if it takes a year to clear it, so be it, right? As long as you're safe and healthy in between now and then. So let's go ahead and just, they're in my head right now. Like I can feel them in the little tiny blood vessels in my head because it made me feel a little bit dizzy for a second. So you might feel a little bit dizzy when they're doing this. You might feel a little bit of pressure here or there. Just relax because what's happening is something that doesn't belong in your energy is being pushed out of it and transmuted. And so it is an uncomfortable process to undergo transformation. So this is like literal when you're doing something physical, and it's also symbolic, right? Whenever you're going through a change in your life, whenever you're going through a transition or a transformation, it is uncomfortable, but man, it's worth it because on the other side of it, there's something newer, there's something better. You guys have been looking at this crystal grid for so long. You're going to be so completely surrounded by these energies. Okay. I wasn't expecting these energies to be this intense. It's actually whatever they're working on in my heart chakra is actually a lot. And I feel them, they're moving down. So they're actually starting to work on something in my solar plexus too. So please rest. Please take it easy. Please be gentle with yourselves. I did ask for this to be a gentle energy. If it doesn't feel gentle enough, if it feels a little bit rough on you, go ahead and ask them. Say, hey, Metatron, or hey, Raw, or hey, Crystalline Dolphins. It's a little too intense for me. Can you bring it down just a little bit? Because I still need to do things today. I still need to go to work or whatever. Ask them to tone it down a little bit, and they will. Wow. Okay. So this is everything I have for you at this time. I'm sure at some point I will get more information on these dolphins, but everything they're showing me, it's like they'll show me a little bit and then they kind of back off and give me time to integrate it. So it could take a while before I get more information. But for now, this is everything I have. Please enjoy the energies of the grid. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.